Okay, in today's video, I'm going to be demonstrating how to install a Surefire Warcomp 3-prong flash suppressor, which is this bad boy right here. It's going to be going on a BCM upper Recce 16. Alright, let's get this started. Whatever crush washer you had in there before, remove it. Remove everything completely that was on there. Take it all off. We're not going to be using any of it. You want to make sure you clean your barrel threads really good. Okay. I used a wet cloth. This is a brand new upper, so I've only shot it a few times, so it wasn't that dirty. But if yours is really dirty, make sure you get like a wire brush, a fine wire brush, so you don't mess up the threads. And some kind of solution you can use to get all the old carbon off of your threads. So in the Surefire packet, it comes with a whole bunch of different shims. This right here is a chamfered. Okay, see the chamfered edge? It's beveled in, or whatever they call it. There's the flat edge. What you want to do is you want to place the chamfered end on facing towards, like this. You want to put it on the chamfered end towards the shoulder. Threads, shoulder. Chamfered end towards the shoulder. That way, when your shims sit, it has a flat surface to sit on. Now, I was confused about this at first because my BCM upper doesn't have the same radius that other manufacturers have. Other barrels, after the threads meet the shoulder, there's a degreed angle, like a slope, ever so slightly. And that's what the chamfered is for, is to correct that slope so that when you put your shims on, you've got dead to zero flat surface. Now, I was looking up some stuff and couldn't really find the answer because I have a flat surface here already, a flat shoulder. There is no degreed angle, really, but I'm gonna put this on just in case. Might as well use it. Next step, there's a whole bunch of shims they give you. You need to time it correctly, whether you're a left-handed, right-handed, or a neutral shooter. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to time this thing to right-handed. If you want to time it right-handed, these notches here is just a guide. These are the notches for the Surefire RC2 suppressor. This notch, where the suppressor latches onto, should be directly 6 o'clock. So if that's the upper, directly 6 o'clock under on the bottom. So that right there should be directly under 6 o'clock, lined up right here, lined up just like that. Okay, for a right-hand shooter. If you're a left-hand shooter, you have to look at the manual. This would be facing a different way. I think it was facing like that towards the right. Neutral was a different way as well. But I know for right-hand shooters, that there needs to be rotated 6 o'clock. Just like that. And pretty much, see this open gap? The two upper prongs? Look at that as like a raceway, as a guide. Should be exactly parallel with your barrel. See that? They have different color shims. Red is thinner. There's one green one that's a thick one, and they have these wafer thin for the very minute adjustments. You torque this down without the rocksett with the shims on. That way you get it perfectly lined up. Get a cotton swab and your Surefire Rocksett that they give you. Dab some on this cotton swab. Put it around these threads. Make sure you don't get any of it on the shims itself to prevent any inaccuracies. So be very careful not to get rocksett on those shims because it'll give it an uneven surface. So keep the shims back. And I like to rockset just half from the half point, the thread, and up. You don't need a rockset way down here. Just do like the upper third or half to avoid hitting the shims with the rockset. So 20 inch-pounds, and then right when you hear the click, that's when you stop. So I already did mine, so you're not going to get the click, but this is right at 20 inch-pounds. Maybe a little bit more just to get that square. See how this runway is parallel with my rail. And right down here, the adapter notch for the suppressor, exactly 6 o'clock, parallel with this rail. So the ports should be top right. So top ports and then right. Top right is how you identify for a right-hand shooter.